Back with another episode of Local Roots. Hi, I'm Todd Studer. Donia Days in Macedonia, less than 3 weeks away. And we thought, if we need information, we should probably go to the source, huh? So we invited Melia Clark, the mayor of Macedonia, to join us on the program. And she very graciously said yes. And we're going to bring you that conversation coming up here in just a little bit on Local Roots. For stylish, locally curated fashion that's close to home, visit Unique Boutique Iowa. They're in Neola at 101 4th Street, your destination for trendy clothing in all sizes, also accessories and distinctive gifts. Owned and styled by Jamie Bush, a Neola mom and former educator, Unique Boutique Iowa brings a homegrown passion for quality and community to every piece. They're open on weekends, 10 to 2 on Saturday, 11 to 3 on Sunday, and always online. Just go to shopubiowa.com. Browse new arrivals, graphic tees, denims, and seasonal pieces, perfect for any occasion. Unique Boutique Iowa, distinctive styles, heartfelt service, right in Neola. Castle and Associates of American Family Insurance is your local insurance provider for all of your home, auto, life, business, and farm insurance needs. With 4 convenient locations, they are in Trainer, also in Council Bluffs, and in Nebraska, in Bellevue, and in Elkhorn. They are local and in your neighborhood, ready to help you navigate the complexities of insurance today. Travis Castle and his team will educate, advise, and simplify insurance, all to protect those things you cherish most. Give them a call for your free quote. Joining us this morning, it is Melia Clark. She is the mayor of Macedonia and purveyor of all information when it comes to Donia Days. Good morning. How are you today?
Good morning, Todd. Good to see you.
It is good to see you, too. I know putting on an event like Donia Days takes a lot of work. So everybody's going to come out August 15th through the 17th, but I'm sure that you and others have been working on this for a while.
We have. This is our 74th year of Donia Days. So we've been doing it since 1951. So a lot of people for a lot of years have worked on Donia Days, and this year is no exception.
Probably a few changes over the years.
Oh, yeah, exactly. A few changes, definitely. In fact, something fun that's going to be happening in Donia Days this year is at the Pioneer Museum, Pioneer Trail Museum. They're going to be having a video on a loop of pictures of Donia Days, like from the beginning.
Really?
So be fun to stop in there. They also have a silent auction of items in there. So if you go into the museum, you can see all of those things, plus countless other things they have in there about our history. So
is there anything that goes back to the beginning that's still happening? Any traditions that have been carried on throughout the decades?
Well, of course, we've always had the parade, that's always the center point of our celebration. The parade has changed, through the years. Of course, now we have all this big machinery, and but we still have floats, and we still have, vehicles. But yeah, Donia Days has always had a theme. So the themes in years past sometimes had been like different cultures. So they do floats and people would dress up in different costumes and those kinds of things and really have fun with that. So we'd like to see more floats in the parade and see more people really join in and have fun with those kinds of things like they did at the beginning.
Well, it's still not quite 3 weeks away yet. So there's still time for people to plan ahead to be able to enter. What's the process to getting an entry into the parade?
Well, there is really no process except for do your float or your vehicle. Come about a half an hour before the parade. The parade's at 11, and so just come a little bit before the parade, about a half an hour, and then you'll get a number. You'll get a little card so that you can fill out the description, so that when Bill Boroff is announcing the parade, then you will be able to know what's coming up next.
I have done that, sat in that parade announcer's chair before, and it can be difficult when things get out of order and you didn't know it, and suddenly you're looking at a parade entry that was somewhere down the list. So yeah, I can see just exactly how important that is. Make sure that everything runs right.
Right, and we have council members who are judging the parade this year, so they'll want to know the number of the ones that they like. So,
Sure, and a little bit of background information would always be good.
of
Put a
course.
couple of notes in there about what your parade is all entry is all about with that. But the parade is just one single part of that. So that's going on Saturday, August 16th. But the events get started the day before, right?
Right, at 4 o'clock, the show and shine car show begins. So the cars will be all lined up on Main Street and people will be able to go out and see those. And then our restaurant, the Back 40, will have their full menu, but on Friday and Saturday, they will also have hot dogs and beer out on the sidewalk. So you can just get a hot dog and beer and walk around and see everything that's going on. And then over in our park, we'll have a kids or family day, which will be a lot of games and things for people to enjoy. The families can visit while the kids play, and that's always fun. We've been doing that for quite some time. And then we have something new going on Friday night.
Okay.
It's called the Donia Review, and we're going to have a band. And John Shirley, who is a musician in this area and has brought a lot of music to Macedonia, he's in charge of finding us some local talent and some musicians to participate in that. So we're very excited about that.
That
So
sounds like
that's
it's going to be a
gonna
lot
be
of
right on
fun.
the street. Yeah, that's just going to be right on the street. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Probably a lot of hidden talent out there that people didn't even realize was, oh, I didn't know you could do that. So what a great opportunity to come out and showcase a little bit about what you're doing
Well,
and some of the different talents.
yeah, and this is an opportunity to be backed by a band. So I mean, you don't always get that opportunity.
Absolutely. What else besides the parade is happening on Saturday?
Oh, many things. So we start with the volunteer fire department always has a breakfast, and that's from 7:30 to 10. And they have scrambled eggs, pancakes, what you would expect, but they always do a really great job with that. And then we have all things up and down Main Street, really, except for the family night and the activities that are going on Sunday. Everything this year is going to be right on Main Street. So everything will be just right there. So at the end of the block, there'll be food trucks. We have a lot of things to cool you off this year. We have like Ohana Ice. We have Critics Ice Cream from Carson. We have wine slushies this year, which we've never had before. Jay's Coffee. And then we have a Mexican food truck as well. So we'll have all those things to enjoy. And then we have kids' games on Main Street. And that's going to be done by Macedonia Community Church this year. So lots of games of ring toss. We'll have a face painting and then a place to have pictures taken. So a photo booth type thing. A lot of people come from out of town, back to their hometown, back to see their relatives. And so it's a great place to just come, even though if you don't get your face painted, to have a little backdrop for your pictures. So that should be fun.
I've always wondered about, I mean, kids love the face painting and they walk around with a lot of pride after it's done. And I've always wondered that, no, you can't see that. Everyone else can, but you're not seeing it,
That's right. Our little nephew came last year and he was awfully happy about his Spider-Man face paint.
Oh, I didn't know there was Spider-Man. Okay. Well,
Oh
then
yeah, you might have to come then.
now I'm thinking, yeah, that we just need it in a large size instead of small.
That's
And then
right.
on Sunday, on the 17th, this might be, as I was looking through the schedule, I was saying this might be the biggest one to attend just because of all the great food that you'd have an opportunity to have.
Right. The Back 40, our restaurant here, is going to provide the fried chicken, and then we will all bring potluck items, and we'll have our church service at the grandstand, and then we'll have our potluck afterwards together. So we have a new pastor in Macedonia. Willie Washington is his name, and we are thrilled with him. He's fantastic, and he's going to be doing the sermon. So if you haven't heard him, please come out and hear him. That'll be 10:30 at the grandstand. Sit outside with us and have a meal. And I know he's planning some special music for that too. So yeah, it'll be great.
There's something about a Midwest potluck event that I mean, we used to go to them all the time as a kid. There'd be, five different kinds of baked beans and, half a dozen different coleslaws and, all of this. And we just kind of, everybody picks out their favorite. kind of thing. But it's kind of gotten advanced. People are getting more creative when it comes to potluck dinners now, as
Oh,
opposed
I
to
think
just the
so.
3 or 4. You start getting some really interesting and wonderful things at those events.
We used to have a cakewalk afterwards for the kids, and we just decided not to do that anymore because there were so many desserts for everybody to take home after the potluck, and we didn't need cupcakes anymore. So,
Oh, that's perfect. So that is all going on August 15th, 16th, and 17th in Macedonia. Malia, talk a little bit about what it means to be able to have a tradition like this in Macedonia, because obviously it means a lot to the community. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been going on since the 50s. So uh, tell us, just talk a little bit about the meaning behind it for a community the size of Macedonia.
sure. Macedonia is very, very interested and in their history. They're not only interested, but it just holds a big place in their hearts. And so Donia Days, they remember when they were little and they went to Donia Days, when their parents were with them, some that are no longer here, just their own traditions, the things that they participated in during Donia Days over the years. And it just means an awfully lot to the people in this town. So it just memories, but also, like I said, people coming from, I mean, all around, different states coming in and just wanting a part of home again.
We Not that long ago, probably a few months ago, I did a show talking about life in small towns and what the experiences can be like. And I think you're a perfect example of this, that you have a lot of different people wearing a lot of different hats to be able to promote the community, to be able to make sure that everything is going well in the community. I mean, you're the mayor, and yet you're heading up a charge here and making sure that everything goes well for Donia Days. So, but it's not just you. I know for a fact it can't be because you can't do everything there. So, but I grew up in a very, very small town in Iowa, and I know that that's what it is. I mean, it's about community. It's about your neighbors helping you out and knowing all of these things. And this is just a perfect example, I think, of what being in a small town, and especially in Southwest Iowa, is all about.
Yes, people really step up and want Donia Days to be a special day for everyone. So, um, of course, we appreciate that, but they have fun too, and they really enjoy being part of it. So, I will say this year as well, we're having a kiddie parade. We haven't had that for quite some time. So now the little ones will be able to um, decorate up their little vehicles, whether it's
Hmm.
their scooter or their bike, and really be part of it as well. So, I like that we're bringing that back.
Is that going to be part of the regular parade, or is it separate, or when does that take
Can be
place?
10:30. It'll be right before the
Right
regular.
before. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect because I'm sure that there's some of those young people that need to turn around and go back and get in there, get in
Go
the
find
other
mom and dad.
yeah, get in the other floats too, because they're still a part of it. So again, Macedonia, the place to be, August 15th, 16th, and 17th. She is Melia Clark, the mayor of Macedonia. And thank you so much for just taking a short amount of time to fill us in on what's going on. If there's anything that we can do from here, more information to get out or any changes that come up, please reach out, let us know. We'd be very happy to be able to do that.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. We're always happy to talk about Macedonia.
I always love going to these small town events, and Donia Days is one of the best. Been around for a very long time, as Malia said. So, again, those dates, August 15th through the 17th. Hope to see you there. Do you or does someone you love need in home care? Home Care Advocacy Network can help you maintain your own privacy in your own space while still receiving care and support with a personalized touch. Aging in place can be critical for many people. Home Care Advocacy Network can meet those needs with an understanding that assisted living is best at home. Go online to hcan.com/Southwest Iowa to learn more. And if you have a leak, a clogged drain, or planning a big remodel, Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs has you covered. Fast, reliable service, expert craftsmanship. They handle everything from small repairs to major installations. And if this heat has been taxing your air conditioning system, get a hold of AirServe. Heating and Air Conditioning in Council Bluffs. So those two websites, waldsteinplumbing.com, airservecouncilbluffs.com. When integrity matters, and when doesn't it, these are the guys that you want to get a hold of. Thanks again to Melia Clark, Mayor of Macedonia, who filled us in on everything going on at Donia Days this year, August 15th through the 17th. My name is Todd Studer, and I hope you have a great Tuesday.